And let's get it.
Yo.
Yo, 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 yo. Oh, shit, my ass is out. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the Team Rocket podcast. My name is Jesse.
And I'm James. Ass is out.
Ass out. We're not getting monetized for this one on YouTube. But anyway, James, hit me with the weather.
It's kind of windy today.
Shit.
We're currently sitting at like -1.
Mhm.
We've got a low of -6, but a high of 1.
I have one. I have one.
So we're like hovering right around the best that it's going to get today.
Only down from here. Well,
Only down from here.
that's bleak, yo. Oh, shit. Well, today we're going to be talking about none other than... Hit that intro music real quick. The Bear. If you guys haven't heard about that show, that is too bad. This is now you have, basically, and go watch it before we spoil the rest of it, because holy fuck, pretty sure they've heard about The Bear before, because you've told me multiple times on this podcast to start it, and then every time I'm like, I really didn't. Yeah, so I finally gotten around to watching The Bear, and my god, that was a journey ride.
Was it what you expected it to be?
So some things I expected,
Yeah.
then some things it was like what's it called? Well, the part I expected was what kind of stopped me from watching it initially.
Okay.
But like once I got past that, I couldn't stop.
Oh.
Yeah. Could you actually give? Well, since we already gave the what's it called, the spoiler warning, could you give like a brief summary about what the show The Bear is about?
The Bear follows our main character Carmen Bearzado. Bear Zotto.
Bear.
So that's
Rawr.
his name, The Bear.
Mm.
We follow him. We get kind of just like how his this restaurant was plopped onto his lap. We get plopped into his life of taking over his recently deceased brother's Chicago Italian beef restaurant. Like the beef as in the Italian sandwich, the beef, a Chicago beef, like OG sandwiches. But yeah, anyways, his brother actually committed suicide and was a drug addict. We later find out in like the first episode. But yeah, we follow Carmen as he tries to like use the restaurant that his brother left to him to kind of like use as like his outlet of like trying to cope with his grief of getting over his brother's processing his brother's death.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting because like you get tied in with like all this like history and trauma and like whether or not like he's going about it the best way possible, which obviously he needs work, but he knows his shit in terms of like the culinary arts. But it's interesting to see how he tries to juggle all these things
To
with all of
navigate
this
all of that
pressure
shit.
to be like, we got to make this work because like if my relationship with my brother isn't everything that I thought that it was, and I have so much all of this like unprocessed emotions towards that and towards like the restaurant as a whole, like what are we really doing?
What's the
Like,
point?
It's like it's great. It's great.
Oh.
It's great.
Yeah. So, preface why it was so hard for me to start this show is because we were kind of in a very similar situation, trying to navigate a restaurant. And, well, I guess it wasn't like that specific situation. I didn't lose anyone or anything, but like the restaurant life itself, it was very similar to what we were experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, trauma. I was pretty sure it was like one episode where I like thought of a specific day at work,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, no. But it was very what's it called? It's cool to see like each like kind of like growing with not just Carmi but the rest of the characters, seeing what they've been dealing with and their growth and the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't even know where to start with that episode or that show, because season one, I guess, is where a lot of the is that where most of the backstory happens, or I guess there's a lot in season two too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with the was it Christmas dinner?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that shit was crazy.
That episode was so long too, but it
Yeah.
didn't feel like
No, it felt
it was
felt,
only like it was an hour, like
yeah,
an hour 6 minutes,
which is like 20-30 minutes longer than the average episode. Do you want a
Mhm.
bubbly?
Hmm?
Do you want a bubbly?
that's okay.
Yeah, but it didn't feel any longer than anything else, any of the other episodes, which was like, shit.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and the other episodes were like 30 minutes.
yeah,
It's so crazy, like the cinematography and like how they're able to keep it so like tight and engaging while like in those like quick changing shots not even have
montages,
like dialogue,
but
just
you
like the noise and the ambience.
you like you feel the like you feel what's going on. Like it's
Mhm.
intense. It's like stressful. Oh my god. But yeah, they were really good about the storytelling and like cinematography you were saying. I'm trying to think of like a Okay, by the end of season 2, yo, there was like how I felt about each of the characters, yo. Crazy.
It's so much different than
Then like
how you saw
when you
them in
first like
season
meet
one,
them,
for
right?
sure.
Fucking Richie, my boy Richie, yo. I genuinely did not have faith in Richie. I was just like,
Mhm.
who the fuck is this guy? Fucking cousin, this guy, yo. Yo, he's my cousin now,
Cousin!
yo. He's my cousin now. He's my cousin now. Holy fuck, Richie's man. I like how they what they did with Richie. It's just like start off, he's just asshole. But then you see like kind of like little glimpses of like the softy that's in him, like when he calls his daughter,
Mhm.
like what's it called? Where are some other scenes? I guess like much later you see like him and Tiff.
Mhm.
I swear there was something else that I remembered where I was like, where you kind of see the soft side, but
Yeah, even his like the way he talks about Michael, or like even interaction with like Sugar, and it's like it's soft, and even though like there's still some like bravado to it, to how he acts around talking about Michael or interacting with Natalie or Shug. It's like, oh, this guy's still pretty soft.
yeah, still a softy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think with the thing with you said with Michael, like I think there's like one episode where he's like things start like changing, like in the restaurant, like the vibe and like how everything's working. He's trying so desperately to just hold on to like what was before, because that's always holding on to Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, okay, I feel that, bro. Softy, yo.
Yeah, he's soft.
Softy, yo. But fuck, his episode, yo. His episode, yeah, that was definitely a tear shed when he's in Chicago working for Chef Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that week, yo. Again, the storytelling like starts off like he fucking like doesn't want to be there, like fucking can't even wake up to his alarm, snoozing it like how many times. I can relate. And then what's it called? It again, this episode was like 30 minutes, and there was like this whole like probably like looking back on it, it's like the biggest one of the biggest switches in the show. Like he has that call with Tiff, getting married. He's trying to be supportive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, your heart's wrenched. Yeah, it's heart like it's fucking like this is his heart, you, and it was just like, yeah.
And I said yes.
Yeah. Oh, the yes. Oh, it was so tough, yeah. And this was after
A good shift.
yeah, after the good shift, and this was after the episode at Thanksgiving, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you really know how much like how soft he actually is, like when he
Yeah.
was like
When he was with her.
taking care of her and like cuddling her and like oh, so it hit even harder, bro. But then it's just like, you know, usually something like that is usually like where the villain era starts, right? You'd expect like, oh, like he's gonna go on a rampage, he's gonna like ruin his stage at Chef Terry's restaurant, gonna come
Yeah.
back like a menace. Like that's like what I instantly thought. Just like I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming because it was Richie, right? He was like, he's a fucking nutcase,
Mm-hmm.
basically. But Naya, he's just like, I think it was Garrett
Yeah.
had that talk with him,
Yeah.
like about respect,
Yeah.
like respecting like where he was at, respecting himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then you know that switch, yo. And then that build up, he like starts waking up to his alarm, starts getting like fucking like keeping up with work and like just fucking owning it. And then you get to the drive home, yo. Ah, yo. Tay Swift, yo. T Swizzy. What was the song? The Romeo Juliet one. I forgot what it's called, but I'm not gonna sing it because Janjo's not here. Janjo's still gonna be the one to sing that for us, but
You can't sing it, yo?
nah, yo.
You
Yo.
can't sing it, yo?
I can't sing it, yo. Yo, don't do this to me, yo. Yo. Unless you play the scene of Richie, yo.
It's a love story.
Love story. Okay, that's what it is.
Yo, when I played, there's a sparkle on it, yo.
What the heck? Is that with
Is that
any
you?
song, or is it that just?
Let's see. No sparkle.
What the heck?
Where's Taylor Swift get a sparkle? Let me go back to that.
Also, I'm gonna work out to that intro song, yeah.
It's hype, bro.
Yeah.
It has a sparkle! Yo,
Yo, that's
how come Taylor Swift's song Love Story, Taylor's version, on Spotify, when you play it, there's like
Has a sparkle,
there's a
yeah.
sparkle on the indicator that like you follow the continuation, or it shows you your watch time, or you scroll it. It's a sparkle. That's kind of badass, yo.
that is kind of badass, yo.
Imagine for Team Market Podcast, it was a little rocket that goes like this.
Yo, how do we get that, yo?
Yo, not even anybody else has that so far. That's the first time
That's
I've
the
seen
first
that.
time I've seen that too.
Let's see if John Mayer has that. John Mayer doesn't even have
Who,
that.
who else is like a big artist right now? What are like
Let's do
Drake?
Drake. Let's do
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah. I'm glad we both thought of Drake at the same time.
Scary Hours. just
Scary
came out,
Hours, yo.
too.
It's fucking like a ghost.
Yeah, even first person shooter with J. Cole doesn't have that.
There's no gun or anything. What the fuck? Interesting. Okay, T Swizzy.
That's interesting. I haven't finished listening to the album. Have you finished? Have you listened to it? It's like he dropped, like, you know how he dropped All the Dogs for All the Dogs, right? Have you listened to that
I've
one?
listened to some of it, but I like it was so funny because it was an accident. Because I was
Oh.
playing like the Spotify mixes,
Mhm.
and then it just like started playing. I was just like, "Who the fuck?" I was like, "Okay, I fuck with this." Tried our best. I think one of my favorites right now. Yeah. When then Slime Me Up.
Oh, yeah.
With SZA.
Yeah.
Oh.
I gotta start us up a support group.
The chorus is like I was like, okay, bars, yeah.
Yeah, and he released a Scary Hours edition, and he has like some newer songs on there.
Okay.
Alongside the ones that
The
were
one that's
from
already-
all the boys. All the fellas.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, this one girl that I follow who does like music curation, and this
Yeah.
other guy, they're friends actually. Is kind of interesting.
Oh,
Damon and Annabelle, but they both were talking about how in the Scary Hours edition he like kind of gives a platform to like some more underground producers and artists in like the genre of underground rap.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Like one that I've heard of is The Alchemist that apparently produces some songs on that album.
Why does it sound familiar?
You might have heard some songs by him before.
Hmm.
Have you heard this one with Tyler the Creator?
Bitch.
Bitch.
I can't say that one. I can't say that one.
Boogie boogie.
The Alchemist is, and he's just a producer, right?
Well, he's an artist too.
Okay.
But he's mainly a producer, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
This homeboy right there, yo.
Hmm. I think I'd like to be a producer. That would be kind of fun. Making
Yeah.
beats, vibes.
I would love to get into that.
Be cool. It would be my another side hobby I do. Fuck.
Because I always find like obviously like creating your own beat is cool,
Yeah.
but then I like the idea of like choosing, like taking like sampling different tracks, and like either like pitching up, pitching down, and or like taking a clip of it
Mm-hmm.
and like adding instruments to it.
Oh.
Kinda cool.
Yeah.
I always
fuck with
respect that
too.
when I hear something that's like really catchy. Ah, fuck! I was listening to
Yo, I gotta show you Instagram account too, actually. But this one's more of a DJ, actually.
Mhm.
But he's really sick too. But you first.
But I was listening to this guy. You might have heard of him before, Earl Sweatshirt. But anyways, he mixed this album with The Alchemist,
Okay.
and like there's a song on here. Fuck, which one was it? Where he samples like an old, like listen to that background vocals.
I went.
Fire in the hole, burning out his soul like they seen a ghost in his shell. Froze up, it's colder than hell. I cleaned up most of myself. I peeled off more dollar bills for
Like even taking clips from like older songs like that, I'm like, oh, I love that. And then adding like switching it into like a beat. Or like this one. This one's like sounds like very 80s, like it's like cut from like an 80s song, like 80s love ballad.
Yeah.
But then they just ride this beat and then they just talk over it, like put pauses like this. Like,
Yeah.
Like there, like even there, it sounded like he was getting into a car. And,
Yeah.
and then it gets louder,
It
like
gets-
you're getting inside the car.
Yeah. Oh.
make perfect sense. You try and get up.
But yeah, pretty cool. Like this is an album that just came out.
That's vibes, yo.
War Dire
Okay.
by Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist. You listen to this guy, right?
Yeah.
They have a-
Okay, maybe that's all I heard about her. Yeah.
I don't know where your boy comes in.
I got tired of staying to talk. Be you high, you say that you are. How you lie to me, breaking my heart. How you ride, you stay in the car. I get high and pay for my art. So when I'm buying, I'm bringing the car. Oh, as I was breaking it apart. I don't lie, you be playing your part. On that island, the flame in the dark. It be silence and make the remarks. Keep it solid, don't change when it's dark. It be probably you.
But yeah, anyways, like
Yeah,
I love
okay.
like the repetitive beats, or like even when they take a sample like that,
Mhm.
or like they switch it up like mid song, or like change it so it's like kind of like it's the same beat, but then they add more to it, where it sounds like a different beat, but you're like, whoa, it's still the same.
But you're like
sample.
still attached to the. Oh yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I fucking like that. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking sick. Oh.
Man, you said you were gonna show me an
fuck.
account, yo?
This was more of like a DJ account, but
Mm.
like, well, I don't know if it's this guy. I think it was. I don't know if it's this one. I guess that was one. Like it was like because I think originally that song doesn't have those beats.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the specific video. I for sure like that one. And then there's this guy. His name is Enoch. And then his bio is I chose architecture, music chose me. Yo. I was like, okay, go off.
I like that.
I think this is one of his. Yeah, this
That original
one.
song's fire too.
Yeah, When I See You by Fantasia, and then he added the water.
Yeah,
Oh
Water
my
by
god!
Tyler.
Also, the video's vibes too. I'll send it to you actually. I'm like, I fuck with that, yo. Also, I have to open your the reels you sent me, yo. I'm behind.
It's okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, it's gonna be a new YouTube channel, Team Rocket Beats, yeah.
Beat Rocket.
Beat Rocket! Oh god. You got Beat Rocket, Stream Rocket. Fucking all these offshoots, yo. Yo, please subscribe so we can make these things happen, yo. Please. I want to game with my boy again, yo. Oh, man. Would you stream?
Hmm?
Would you stream?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe.
If it was like, if you were only streaming like whenever it was like you, me, and like possibly Jabez,
Mm-hmm.
would you do that or still no? Still like not sure.
Like me myself, no.
Definitely not myself. I wouldn't know how to.
No, I
Okay.
mean like me, like even if I'm in a group, like I don't mind.
Okay.
Like when I played before and like say like Jabez streams,
Yeah.
like I don't mind like people hearing me
Reacting.
like in his stream, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, like through his game chat or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or like seeing gameplay through Jabez, like I don't mind that. But like for me, like I don't know, keeping like an audience like engaged or something like that, it's like
exhausting.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
even just the fact like it would get to me. I'm like, oh shit,
You're like, oh, like
There's,
this guy's watching me,
Nobody's watching.
or no, nobody's. Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I don't know if it would be more nerve wracking if like nobody's watching, or if I look and there's like 2 people watching. Like I know one maybe could be like Janjo or something, right? And then the other person, I'm like, yo, who's the other
Like, who's
person?
the other
watching,
person?
yo?
What the fuck is going
Like,
on,
oh.
yo? No, that's fair. I didn't even think about that, yo. I think I was more thinking about like just like fucking around and having like funny clips of us.
Mhm.
But we can get James to do that himself, yo. We just
Yeah.
gotta hop on.
Like I'm still getting over the fact that like even like more than 3 people watch like these episodes, you know? I'm like,
Mm.
damn.
Yo, that's
Like if we were
It's
doing
like-
this like right now
mhm.
in front of the amount of people that view our
Our podcast.
podcast,
It's just
I'm like,
ooh.
yo, so lovely weather we're having
Yeah.
here.
So it's like 1 degree out. Oh man, no, that's fair, man. But yo, it's gonna be more than 3 people soon. Our Spotify impressions are up, yo. So, but yo, subscribe so we can freak James out a little more, yo. So, just joking, That's mean. I guess like that a little bit too, yo. Sometimes I'm just like, yo, like because the impressions were like 1,000, but yeah, it's just impressions, right? But I'm just like, yo, it's hit this many people, yo. Or even when we used to do shorts, which we're gonna do again, but yo, what like some of those like reels or shorts would hit like 2K, 3K sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Somebody's watching this?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And even if it's just like one person, like I don't know if you've ever done this where you like you have like a TikTok on, right? Like you're like watching a TikTok or like a reel, and then you like have it like you put your phone down and it's like still playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like does that count like as rewatched, even though like you haven't like exited and gone back to it?
There's no way. I feel like it has to be like one play, and that counts as a play.
Mm. No, but like like if you
I don't
press it
know.
like and like it plays again, like you know, on TikTok it'll like replay it.
Right. I don't know.
Like does that count as like a play, a full play?
Yo, TikTok,
I don't know.
let us know, man. Let us know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But even that's like interesting to think.
To think of that, right?
Like even thinking that like in some of those reels where it, like even hits like over like 100, I'm like, yo, even if it's like just like 10 people who have like had it on a repeat or whatever by accident, I'm like, huh. To think that like that moment of time was replayed that many times, I'm like, huh. Interesting. Dang. You think we're that interesting?
Yo,
yo?
interested, yo?
Oh. You don't know.
Yo! It's the thing for me. Oh my god. Fuck, we've offshoot from the bear a little bit, eh?
Oh, yeah, just a little bit.
Just
yo.
a little bit. Fuck, I love that show. I'm excited for Marcus. Because like it's been like I feel like he was one of the first Hawaiians where you're like, oh, something's lit up in him. But then it's just like it's been this like slow growth thing, and I'm just waiting for like I just want to see, because I feel like we haven't hit his full potential yet.
Mm-hmm.
He hadn't had his time to shine. Well, I think he had his episode, but still it was still very subtle.
His time in Copenhagen was pretty cool.
That was, yeah. It was I forgot who that actor was, but he's pretty sick too.
Yeah. It was very cute.
Yeah.
I thought at first, like when he was like walking home from that one session,
Oh, yeah.
and then that he saw that
he's that
biker
guy.
who got like hit, I was like, yo, is this like, I'm thinking, is he gonna get jumped? Yo, is something bad gonna happen to Marcus?
Dude, I was so scared. I'm just like, yo, it's a setup. Like,
Yeah, I'm
who
like,
the
yo,
fuck?
this
Like,
guy
who
is
the fuck
staging
bikes
this,
into a
yo.
fence, yo?
Yeah, how's this so staged like this?
Man,
And then when the guy just got up, gave him a hug, and then walked
Just-
away, I was like, right, I guess this isn't that kind of show.
yeah, yeah. No, that's true. This is interesting. I'm curious why they put that in there. Because what happened after that? It was just
Didn't he go home and then he called Sydney?
oh yeah,
Isn't that it?
I think so.
Or maybe I'm missing something.
Is that when they called and then one of them said like I miss you?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yo.
then there's like that, like it's kind of cute because after they kind of brushed that over, they were like teasing that like each other's Wi-Fi was bad, and like it was bad for a little bit.
Yeah,
But then Sydney was like, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my god. I remember that. No, that was funny. Vibes.
Yeah, even at the end of the season 2, yo, I don't know if the vibes were vibing, yo.
Yo, I don't know what the vibe was, yo. It also fucked me up, like under the table. Carmi and Sid, yo. It's just like, okay, what was Sid saying? She was like, oh, like I'm scared of like fucking this up or something, or like for everything to go wrong, like I'm making everything go wrong or something. And then Carmi goes, I will let you. And there's just a fucking pause, and then Carmi's like already looking at her, and then she was just like lying down, and it was just like, okay, let's get up. I was like, what? You can't leave me like that, yo. You can't leave me like that. Oh, fuck, man. This
Yeah, it's interesting to think about the dynamics there. I was like, dang, I feel the courage and the nerves that it took for her as like an older queen to come in with like all these young bloods, right?
Yeah.
And then like be like open her heart to the fact that like, hey, like these people like aren't trying to like fuck with me, like they actually like wanted to hang out with me and didn't just ask me out of like
you know,
courtesy.
oh shit, yeah, courtesy.
Right. I don't know. I thought it was like a really cool moment for her to be like, and then her realizing is like, oh, I'm actually doing it.
Yeah.
Like I've come so far
like,
from like where she's come so far from like what you were saying when she was like so like nonchalant and like combative towards like Carmy and Sydney. Yeah. Then her like slowly realizing like whether it was like her fucking up the I forgot the like it was like a white sauce and there was like rosemary like steeping in there.
Oh, okay.
And then like she fucked it up and then like she goes to like change it out and then clean the pot and she brings back the pot with like fresh ingredients to like do it. But then Sydney already had like an extra. She already set up a spare like steeping already, and then she's like, maybe she actually maybe this girl actually knows her shit. And then like her trying like her food and trying like because before she already knew that Carmy was like actually knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But then for her to like go through that with like Sydney, I was like, oh, that's like a newfound respect, and like that was like I felt like for me it was like a huge turning point for her to be like, so like humble herself.
Yeah.
In a little way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
and be open and then therefore she was like given like more responsibility, more trust, and more like creative freedom and more like growth as a person.
Yeah. And like yeah, and she like found her passion too. Like that was like super awesome. Like when she like lit up about like the offer to be Susha.
Mhm.
She like hug Sydney.
Yeah,
I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up, yo. Like tearing up, yo.
Mhm.
Oh, that was so good.
She didn't even like consider herself like like that's how
Like,
how
how humble she was.
she's like
Yeah.
become to be like, oh yeah, I'll like try and think of anybody that comes to mind, or I'll like ask around.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, dude, stop. I'm tearing up right now. Oh my god.
I'm like, dude, she was considering you, dude.
Oh my god. Sydney's so funny too because she's like so awkward. Like when
Mhm.
she's like addressing us like in like a staff thing. I feel that so hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm like tentative like manager right now at my work and I fucking hate it. Love you guys, but I hate being a manager, yo. I fucking hate it. I'd rather just be like in the zone doing my job instead of like managing people because I know how to talk to people. But
Mm.
anyways, that was a weird outburst. But oh man, fucking the bus scene was so good, so fucking good.
No, I like even with like Sydney, like with her awkwardness, you're saying it's like she's such like a good she does so good. Like I don't know if that's like more of like who she is as a person IRL, like outside of the character, or she just like infuses a lot of like herself into the character. I don't know which one it is. Either way, she's like a great actress.
Yeah,
But the way she's able to like really portray like the awkwardness, but like the self-awareness and like take no shitness like of like, and the sense of humor that like people of our generation have, like Gen Z
Yeah.
slash like late millennials, right?
Mhm.
That we have. It's like I was like, damn, dude, this is like how
Like,
I would react
yeah,
to
just
these
like
situations.
oh, I feel this.
Like
I fucking
this
feel.
humor, this way of like poking jabs, like sarcastic jabs.
Mhm.
I'm like, yo, that's what
Like,
I would have thought.
That's me, yo. Yeah, no, I feel like that's what the character is written as, but since she is that, it was so natural
Mhm.
because like, you can see like if like someone trying to do that, but then this like walking away from Marcus when he asked her out. Like the fuck. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I feel that, dude. I fucking feel that. Or yeah, they're just like talking and like being awkward and shit. Yeah, no, I was just like, goosebumps, yeah.
Mm.
So good, so good. Oh man. Fuck.
Speaking of the vibes vibing, yo, what do you think of Carmi and Claire Berry, yo? Yo!
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be interesting because
Dude, Claire Bear has my heart, bro.
Claire Barrett has my heart. She's wifey, 100% wifey,
Yeah.
100% wifey.
No, Taylor, she's white, yo. She's not Filipino.
Oh yeah, word, yo. Claire Bear's white, yo. Claire Bear's white. They like white girls. Okay. Okay. Heart goes out to Claire Bear.
Mhm.
Like fucking wifey material, fucking sweet as shit.
She's like a doctor doing her residency.
Yeah.
She takes no shits. She took initiative with Carmi.
Mm-hmm.
She was like more level-headed than he was in like their short-term relationship
Yeah.
so far, like, or
Mhm.
I don't know what's left of it, but
Jeez. But also Carmen being locked in that fridge and like realizing how far off his game he was, like the shelf, the tape, like him like not even knowing the name of the fridge guy because he thought it was Tony, Terry, whatever. It was just what's it called? He only realized in the fridge that it was fucking Terry, not Tony.
mhm.
Shit like that, just like small shit, but like to see him so far off his game because like usually he's on top of this shit. Oh my god, I was like, to an extent, I feel that because it's just like when you're in a position like that, leading, you know, when something hangs in the balance like a whole ass restaurant, like a whole ass business,
Yeah.
like I understand what a person in his position has to do. Like, not from my experience, but like working for people like that. Like the intensity you have to be at to keep things running in a specific way. Like, so I'm like, I get it. I get where those feelings came from. I get where that outburst came from. But Claire Bear had to be there to listen to that guy, yo. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, because I feel like once he was out of the fridge, after he let that out, he would have time to think, have time to talk, and like have time to like navigate it. Because like, yeah, those things that are assigned is so far off his game, but they're still coming back from that. You can still move the shelf. You can still like get people on that tape thing. And you can still talk to Claire Bear about like where your priorities at, and you can still talk to Sydney about like, okay, how much do you need from me? How available do you need me to be for this? I'm so mad, yo. Because I feel like yeah, like there's no doubt that Claire Bear was like him. What he had with Claire Bear, I'm just gonna keep calling her Claire Bear.
Yeah.
But what he had with Claire Bear was like kind of like taking him away from everything else, which is fair because it's, you know, he's invested, he loves this girl, but it's just like, fuck, where was I going with this? But it's just like, it's not like he had to cut it off to like get back on his game, because I want to bet that there's also no one else. Because if Claire Bear was already that supportive, and probably going to be more supportive if she was aware that this was happening to Carmi.
The voicemail.
Ah!
The voicemail.
Because I feel like there's no one else that could support Carmi more than she has, yo. So if Claire Bear wasn't gonna work, yo, no one else is gonna be there for him like that.
And plus, she's long term, yo.
She's for sure long term, yo.
No, I mean like
what?
He's liked her for a long time.
For a long time.
When he was drawing pictures of her in high school and shit, I'm like, damn, artist king, yo. And his drawings are so good.
So good.
Like not
so
even just
good.
of Claire Bear, but like
the restaurant,
like the food ideas and all that.
It was so funny. Like Sydney's like, what are you fucking
like
drawing
you
this
said
shit?
Quick sketches. This looks like I'm looking at like the fucking Picasso's artwork in Rome, bro.
Oh my god, man. It's just so unfortunate, yo. He thought he was talking to Jeff.
Yeah, like I mean, like they were still kind of going through it, and she had like a moment to like Tina had a moment to talk to him.
Yeah,
but it's like at the same time, it's like I get it for like the drama of the show, but then like Tina could have been like, "Oh, Claire's here. I gotta go, Carmi. I gotta go." Right?
Yeah.
Like it was just like a smooth transition where like he's like venting, and then other side it's Claire with tears on her face. I was like, "Fuck, fuck,
dude!" As soon as I heard Sydney go, Tina, could you cover me? Could you cover front or something? And I was like, no, because she was talking to Matt, like Claire was talking to Matt, or no, not Matty Matheson. Fuck, Fack. He's talking to Fack already.
Yeah. And he was trying to tell her not to go in.
Fack. Oh my god, I love Fack though. By the way, he's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he didn't even have to act for that. He was just like Matty Matheson, just with a different name. But anyway, man. God damn it, dude. I was just like, I want to believe there's coming back from that. There has to be. Because Claire Bear is so fucking supportive. Because because like the way he was putting it, he was just like, "Oh, this relationship's ruining my life," which was like, yes, but it was like it's also like you just have to navigate it. Like it's not impossible. I want to believe it's not impossible because I'm kind of like going through it a little bit because I'm trying to like fucking build all these things.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yo, I know. I'm just like, no, Carmi, you don't feel that way, yo. You can't feel this way, Carmi.
I was literally team Ricky when Ricky was like, "What'd you do to Claire Bear, Carmi? Cousin, what'd you do to Claire Bear?"
Richie. Oh
Richie,
my god.
Sorry.
I was like, who's Ricky?
He was like, "What'd you do to her?"
Dude, okay, that scene too. It was just like, oh man, I felt so bad because Carmi was just fucking. Carmi lost it. Like he realized and he was going through it.
He realized
And-
what he did to Claire Bear, and then he's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, I'm angry."
Yeah, and the last thing he needed was fucking Richie shouting at him.
Yeah,
Because it's just like the fire's already going, yo. The last thing you need is fuel, bro.
yeah.
And like Richie's had his come up, but he's still Richie, yo. So he's still kind of coming off as Richie, but yo, that scene, that part where he's like, I love you, cuz, and
He's like,
and then
"Fuck you.
yeah, fuck you, you're nothing,
You
you're
fucking
nothing.
loser."
And I was like, oh my god, man. Dude, I was so pissed because I was finally finding peace with the show, and then like, it ripped me to shreds at the end of it. Ah, fuck.
It's like, how's the rest of that service gonna play out? Because like it's later on into the evening. I'm sure there's still like a little bit left, like a couple hours left into the service.
Yeah.
We know that the chip machine was stopped printing. We know that they feel like there's like a sense of victory or a sense of like breath of relief or like space or time because they got through that 5 minutes when Richie took over, right? But then we know that they're still kind of fucked. We know that that dude was doing meth in the back alley,
Yeah.
so they're down a person. Sid is still trying to figure out where she fits in best because, like, doing Expo is
No, she couldn't do extra.
clearly Richie's more built for that.
Yeah.
Carmi is only just getting out of the fridge,
Yeah.
and he's gonna still be in fucking shambles when he's out of the fridge. It's like how does the rest of the service play out, or do you think maybe they play out the rest of the service in the first episode of season 3, or maybe they do this thing where like it like cuts to the end of service and then like it flashes back to like what happened at the end of that service. I don't know. I'm not the writer, but
The show needs to fucking make season 3 so fucking quick. Because I can't. I can't right now. I'm so angry. So angry. The bear. The fucking bear, yo. Will Claire Bear and Carmi get back together? Will Richie still love Carmi? Who will they hire in place of that meth head?
mm-hmm.
And does Marky and Sid end up dating?
Mm-hmm.
Marcus. That's new.
Is it gone now? I think it's gone.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that was interesting. Okay. Well, I don't know what else. What else you want to add to
Where are we
that?
at?
12:24. Oh shit. 48 minutes.
Ooh. That's me thinking about Carmi and Claire's relationship.
No. That the last episode was intense.
Yeah.
Like just the last part of the last episode. Because you can't even get mad at anyone for anything. It was just all at the wrong time.
Exactly.
Because like Carmi wasn't even trying to be a dick. Like he was just like he was finally letting that's the sad part. He's finally letting stuff out. Beside like outside of his AA meetings. Or whatever they were called.
Yeah.
But he was like finally like opening up. The first time he opens up, this is what happens. Yeah, the bad things happen. I was just so like now he's never gonna open up again.
And that was like what, like days after where he had that monologue in AA's talking about like whenever anything, because of like my upbringing, I'm always expecting like there to be a catch or like something to flip and be like, oh, okay, this is why good things happen because bad shit usually follows after. And then like when he was in his apartment and then Claire was there and he was like thinking and she's like, what are you thinking about? And he was like, I'm just waiting for
the other
shoe
shoe to drop.
And then she was like, what if there's no other shoe?
And she's like, I'm not counting.
Yeah.
I'm not counting shoes.
Who's even counting shoes? I'm like, yeah, who's counting shoes, yo? And then the other shoe fell, yo. He was his own shoe, yo. There was no other shoe, and then he went and bought a shoe and dropped it, yo.
Yo. Fuck.
But like, you know what I mean? Like before you started binging it, like the episode before, when I was talking about like we follow like characters who like struggle with like this sense of like self or even being allowing themselves to like find happiness and like kind of self-sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
I always think that like that theme like most notably with Carmi, but then obviously you can reflect that into like stories with like the storyline of like Richie or even Sydney a little bit. But like following these characters who like have like so much like unseen potential, like whether they know it or they don't, like to find something good that happens in their life, and like when it goes away they blame themselves or be like, yeah, then this was never meant to happen. Like it's so like I love that because like that resonates so like so much for me myself. So it's like thank you FX for creating that show.
Yeah, that was. You know what I just remembered? Marcus's phone.
Mm-hmm.
It fell, and you saw the messages, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like the nurse was saying, call me back.
Yeah.
So if something also happens with his mom, I'm gonna be bawling, bro. This show has it all, yo.
Fuck, dude.
They know how to like this. The writing is so well done, where it's like everything feels so natural, and instead of like you know how Filipino teleserye is
It was like someone car accident, amnesia,
yeah,
and someone kisses.
yeah,
Yeah.
like there's always like these play-by-plays, or like even if they try to like switch it up, it's like, well, this is so abrupt and from left field.
Yeah.
Like that can be cool, and like I'm there for it if like I'm in the mood for that, or if like I'm into that at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But then like this show like does such a good job of like building up this foundation of like these are the dynamics of these people's lives.
Yeah.
And we'll show you at the right time. Like we're not
Yeah.
gonna shoehorn backstories every single episode.
No.
So you care about these characters right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like you're caring about these characters slowly.
Yeah.
And some like instantly, right? And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like Claire. But like you learn to love these characters slowly, and you learn the ins and outs of their lives.
Yeah.
And why when something like the phone blows up and you're not paying attention, you know why there's so much weight behind there, right?
Mm.
Or even
Yeah,
like why
it's-
Sydney has such like a big like something to prove, because like she feels like if she can't prove her dad right, like then she's no better than the past venture that she did, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so cool. Like even like Richie, like him, like the fact that like he dropped the ball with Tiffany and like not being engaged enough with like his daughter Eva's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for him to for him to have finally come to that point where like he's like motivated enough to find purpose and not have this be his purpose,
Mm-hmm.
but like to put his heart into like this restaurant that he believes in, that's like built upon like people who he considers his siblings. It's like he can't let this go, and like if this can't work, then like I'm not saying that that's like the end all be all, but then like it's interesting to think how much all of these things all these little things going wrong amount in these people's lives, like how much it
How
weighs,
much it weighs.
right?
Yeah. So, such a fucking good job.
Like every time, like I think like, oh, what's the next like point of tension that they could bring in? I'm like, okay, I guess there's like this or that. And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even think of that. And then they bring that back into your memory of like, oh, don't forget about this. This shit's happening too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. One thing I was still kind of confused about is since Ibra dropped out, is he gonna be allowed to? Are they gonna send him back in since he's back on board?
He just has to get his food safe, but I think he did that online thing because because I think there was like a dialogue between Uncle Jimmy and Shug, and then they were gonna let him do like the test online or something.
Mm.
And then he's gonna take care of like the OG sandwiches out like
Right.
the window.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like I remember that, but then I'm like, because like they wanted him and Tina trained right at the culinary school,
Mhm.
because like the food safe wouldn't have to do with this. So like, would he? Are they still gonna? I wonder if they're gonna still send him again to finish what Tina already finished.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Yeah. 'Cause I think they're just training like everyone who's already there, but then I think the implementing like that OG window for lunch, I think that was their solution for Ibra.
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 Yeah, I guess he wouldn't need to be like to have that like deep of training if he's only gonna be required to deal with the OGs.
Yeah.
Ah, this show, man.
God. Fuck me up good, yo. Anything else you want to add, yo?
I don't know. I'm excited for season 3 though.
Season 3 needs to happen, yo. Fuck.
And you think Taylor would be down to watch it with you?
The bear? I
Yeah.
told her she should watch it. I'm down to watch it again though. So maybe I'll watch it with her.
Because I know when I watched it through, and then like I watched it again with my sister, and then like seeing her reaction to like some of the things that were happening, like her like hating on Richie at first, I was like,
Yeah, hey Richie.
in my
hey,
head, I was
Richie.
like, in my head, I was like, you'll see.
And this is like, yeah, fucking, yeah, or like fucking like not giving a shit about Tina.
Mhm.
I didn't give a shit about Tina yet.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, yeah. Let's just wait, yeah, just wait, yeah.
Your heart will open up like hers, yo. You know?
Dude, I straight up almost cried like when she hugged Sid,
Mm.
especially too because like she always had it out for Sid. Like she was
Mhm.
like fucking straight up like sabotaging
She's
that girl.
fucking up her shit, yo.
Yeah. And then, oh my god. And then flipping the switch, having so much respect for her. Yo, you know what I want to see, yo? Richie and Chef Jess.
Yo, where the vibes were vibing,
It
yo.
was for sure vibing,
The
yo.
vibes were vibing, yo.
She was like, I remember she was going to get him and she was just like, hey, yeah, we're doing the thing or whatever. And then she's like, hey, it was like really nice to like have you here. I was like, vibes.
I was like, this is so
vibes!"
professional, but like so like meaningful at the same time.
I know. It was so cute too because she didn't know what to do with herself. She was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
and
okay.
and especially knowing because like that restaurant, they're fucking top notch. They don't do that shit. And then
No.
for her to slip up like that,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
oh something fucking with her, and that's love, yo. That's fucking
Yeah.
love, yo.
Like I want like seeing the dynamic of him and Tiffany. I'm like, I want that to like reconcile somehow. Like, of course, I'm happy that she's like, we haven't even met that guy yet, but I'm like, I'm happy that she's happy and she's like, she got a promotion. Her and her daughter are doing good. Her and her fiance are like, they're on track to be doing good.
Mhm.
And I'm like, is there still room for like Richie to like come back in there, like swoop in. But I'm like,
I-
also like Chef Jess, I'm like, ooh, I'm
Like,
not mad about that either, yo.
I want as bad as I want that. I think all I want from that is just like, hey, we made our peace, and then they co-parent beautifully together.
Mhm.
But I don't want that to come back again. I'm ready for them to like make their peace, like have a conversation, sit down, and be like yeah, this is it. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad like I'm doing better, and but like it stays there, yo,
Mhm.
because I am Richie Chef Jess, yo.
The only reason why I'm like hanging on a little bit was like when they were having that one phone call conversation, and like when he brought up the Taylor Swift stuff.
I said,
and
I bought you 3 tickets.
yeah, and she was like trying to hold back tears. I was like, oh, it's like there's still like
She's still
love
holding
lost
on.
there. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously, right? Because they were engaged before,
Mhm.
but like, that still got me, yo.
Shit.
But yeah, Richie and Chef Jess, I'm done. I stand that, yo.
I stand that too, yo. Ugh. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for season 3, man.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fucking good. I keep thinking about Tina and Sid. I like start tearing up at that scene. But also like the oh my god. And the Richie's drive home.
Yeah,
That was so good.
yeah.
That was I'm tearing up again, yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna get that emotional, like him listening to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, driving home in his '06 Accord.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Listening to
That's-
Love Story, I was like, God damn, yo. Like, it was like that feeling of like getting on top of something that you never thought you could like get on top of, like in
Mhm.
terms of like life achievements or like feeling accomplished, and or like in that instance, like feeling seen, heard, and valued in like a workplace where like usually you have to shoehorn yourself in
yeah,
and be like unintentionally a nuisance for you to feel like engaged
Like,
in like your
acknowledged,
workplace,
fuck.
like at the beef, right?
yeah. Damn.
That's Chef's kiss, yo. Not that, but like the Richie scene.
Yeah. Gonna watch it again, man.
Yeah, you'll definitely like
Like notice
things that you didn't notice like during the first time through.
Yeah. Yeah, I know season 1 was so hard for me to watch, so I gotta watch it again. The Bear Man.
Yeah.
On that note, you gotta watch season 2 of Loki.
Oh yeah.
Apart from it, like just being a well-made show, like I really like what they did at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, which is, yeah. All I'm gonna say, yo, is purpose, chef.
Mm.
Purpose,
Purpose, chef.
glorious purpose, yo.
Mm. Glorious purpose.
Glorious purpose.
Mm.
That purpose. Okay, sorry, I'm not done with the bear yet, but the purpose episode, yo, or like when they brought up purpose, oh, the timing of that, yo, it's so funny because someone kind of brought that up with about that. So someone brought that up with
The
me,
show.
like no, just like the topic of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then we watched fucking the purpose episode, and then I watched Loki and his glorious purpose. Oh my god. You have to watch Loki. We also have to talk about purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already 2 topics
You
coming
give
up.
me purpose. Remember that song by Justin Bieber?
Yes. Yes, I do. I thought it was like a Hillsong song for a second. I was just like, what are you doing, yo? Yo, Hillsong's canceled, man. Man, you heard about that, right? I think you told me about that. Actually, I don't know who told me about that.
Which
It was
one?
like the Hillsong had like some allegations of like I don't know if it was or it's just like something like that.
Like
but-
one of their members?
Yeah, one of like the head like the leaders.
Mm.
Yeah, like allegations at their church.
Mm.
So, fuck, I gotta blur that out. Damn it. Fucking Hillsong, man. Well, on that note, I would think we'll end it there.
Yeah, every second counts.
Every second counts, yo! I like that. Fucking like that. Every second counts, yo.
Every second counts.
This is blasting off now then.
Mm-hmm.
Team Rocket podcast.
Yeah. Until we're serve up the next plate.
Let's serve up the next plate, yo. Serve it out, yo. Oh, jeez. Okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Peace, yo.
All right. Peace.